Hey, welcome back to the RE Agent Podcast, the #1 real estate podcast in the world. My name is Vikram Deol. I'm your host. I'm also the co-host of the Real Estate Growth Academy, the 5 a.m. Club, and countless other things that don't matter. Today, I want to talk to you guys about 7 things that I shared with my inner circle clients inside the Real Estate Growth Academy, and it's going to blow your socks off. So get a piece of paper, get a pen, and let's get to work. One thing that you should do is you should start auditing everything. I think you need to know where your sales come from, right? Like that's just the most important and basic thing. Audit where your sales come from. What are the sources? Were they cold calls or door knocks? Were they referrals? Were they Sphere, right? Facebook ads, online leads? Where did your business come from? And how much time are you spending in that one segment? If you don't know where your business came from and you don't know how much time you're spending there, then you're probably going to not do very well the following year. You're going to have the same results because you're spending time on maybe cold calling when you should be spending more time on door knocking. The second thing I want you to do when you audit is I want you to audit your sales system and your sales scripts. Most real estate agents are listening to the gurus that created these scripts 40 years ago that are saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. They don't work, you guys. They're played out. The consumer is intelligent. So let's get intelligent and let's fix our scripts. The second thing I want you guys to do is I want you guys to have a daily 3 list of income producing activities. The first one should be prospecting. The second one should be you're posting something on social media channel, right? You don't have to be on 5 channels like I am or like some of the other people have been doing this longer, but you should be on at least 1 channel and go super deep, which means you're doing 1 reel, 1 stagnant post, 1 story, stuff like that, right? So you need to be on social media daily. The third thing I want you to do is I want you to audit your surroundings. That includes the TV you watch, that includes the social media accounts you follow, that includes the people you hang out with, that includes the places you hang out with, that includes where you work, that includes family and friends, right? Like everything is either supporting or not supporting your future. And if it's not supporting you, then let's pull it. The fourth thing is I want you to create your yearly goals and then break them down to quarters, then break them down to the month, then the week, and then to the day. I want you to reverse engineer your entire big goal, and I want you to break it down to how much activity you need to do per day in order to get there. Now, if you haven't been tracking your KPIs, if you haven't been tracking your numbers like calls to appointments, appointments to conversations to a close, right? Or the amount of calls it takes to get to a close. If you haven't been tracking your numbers, that's okay. Use some industry averages and, you'll do a quick Google search and you'll probably find some industry averages and use those numbers. Because if you don't have a baseline, you don't really know how many phone calls you need to make. You don't know how many conversations you need to have. You don't know how many people you need to add to your database every day. The goal, though, is that you should be adding somewhere around 10 to 15, 20 conversations. The goal is that you should be having somewhere around 15 to 20 conversations about real estate every day. That should be your target. 15 to 20 conversations about real estate every day should be your target. When we also think about our goal, we need to think about what do we want our social brand to look like, right? I know a lot of us say, oh, I'm going to start this next year. I'm going to start this next year. I'm going to start this next year. Well, next year's here. We are in next year. It's already begun. So what do you want your Instagram or your TikTok or your YouTube to look like? How many videos do you want to post next year, right? Instead of looking at how many followers you want, let's look at how many videos you want. Because if you create the videos, the people will come, but they might not come for 6 or 7 months. And if the only thing you're looking at is, oh, I need followers, I need engagement, I need likes, I need DMs, you're going to stop doing the task. This is a 5-year plan, right? This is a 5-year goal. So how many videos do you want to do in 2023? My recommendation is 5 videos per week minimum, right? 5 shorts, unless you're doing YouTube, 5 shorts per week minimum. That would be my recommendation. Don't worry about how they look. Just get them out there. The same thing is how many people do you need to add to your database? How many emails do you want to collect? What are your KPIs for everything in your business? The 5th thing that I shared with our team inside the Real Estate Growth Academy is look at your systems, right? Look at your systems. I had a client a couple years ago, and she had 5 different CRMs. 5 different CRMs. You know how many she used? 0. Why? Because she was overwhelmed. To top it off, she was spending anywhere from $100 per CRM to $575 per CRM. So she was dropping somewhere between $1,000 and $1,200, $1,300. I don't remember the exact math on a bunch of CRMs. And she's like, I never thought about this. What would you do with an extra 1,000, 1,200 times 12? What would you do with an extra $12,500, $13,000, $14,000, right? What could you do with an extra $14,000? Now, you might not have that in your system. Hopefully you don't. But why aren't you using your CRM? Are you utilizing it? Have you learned it, right? Do you need to have this CRM or that CRM, right? The best CRM is the one you use. What about, do you have an IDX website? Do you have an IDX feed? Are the people that express interest to buy a home, are they set up on IDX drips, right? What other systems are there in your business, right? What other systems are there in your business? And are you utilizing those systems, or do we need to put them on hold? Or do we just need to outright cancel them and let go of the FOMO that I'm going to start using them? And then once you start to use them, we can come back. What systems are you using? What systems are you not using? 6th thing is we need to have a social calendar. You need to know what you're going to post Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? You need to know the content you want to create, right? You need to know the basics, because if you don't know the basics, you're not going to do it. So if you don't know that, okay, Monday's market updates, Tuesday's a new construction tour, Wednesday's going to be a quick tour of local parks and things to do for kids. Thursday's going to be something personal about me and why I love living here and what I wish my community had. Friday's going to be X, right? If you don't have that built out, you're not going to want to produce content because it takes a schedule. And then the 7th thing is ask for help. If you need help growing your business, if you need help with your sales, if you need help with your brand, if you need help with your influence, if you have leads in your database, which all of us have, but we're not calling them, it's not a how many times do I call, it's what do I say when I call? Why am I not calling them, right? The reason we're not calling our leads, the reason why we don't cold call, the reason why we don't door knock isn't because of the fear of rejection. It's because we don't know what to say. If you give a person a script, right? If you give a single man a script and say, hey, there's 10 beautiful women that you would love to talk to, and he has no script, he's like, I don't know. But if you train him on how to talk to a woman, he's going to go talk to all 10 of them. He's not scared of rejection. My clients aren't scared of rejection. They don't want to look stupid walking up to somebody without the. That's why we don't door knock. That's why we don't call our leads. That's why we don't prospect. That's why we don't call our past clients. So if you need help, ask for help. If you want my assistance, if you want to potentially join us inside the Real Estate Growth Academy, just send us a DM or just leave a comment that says Trega, Trega, and me and my team will reach out to you and we'll get you the next steps on how you can join us so that you can live the life that you deserve. That is what you got into real estate for. Help more people, help yourself, have more fun. Hey, you guys, I'll see you on the next one.